Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another show of Money Matters, where we talk about accountancy, taxation, finance, and frankly, all things money matters. Alhamdulillah, it's good to be back in the studio. I have been away for a short amount of time, and it's nice to be back in the studio. As usual, I have Arif Bhai with me, my co-host. Arif Bhai has been holding the fort down for me for the last few weeks, so Alhamdulillah, very well done. And it's good to see you, Arif Bhai.
Good to see you too, Alhamdulillah.
How have you been? How is everything? Family, health, everything okay?
Alhamdulillah,
Good,
Alhamdulillah. No complaint.
Alhamdulillah, very well. Alhamdulillah. Arif Bhai, we're going to continue to discuss the situation, the financial situation that has been happening in the pandemic for the last 18 months or so. And brothers and sisters, those of you that are watching, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, any queries, anything relating to finance, anything relating to the pandemic situation, furlough payments, for example, bounce back loans, government grants, business grants, those of you that are going back into opening up the businesses, the grants that are available to you. If you have any questions, any queries, please do call in and share with us your experience and ask us anything that you potentially need any advice on, and we'll be more than happy to help. Arif Bhai, obviously, in the current situation, things are slowly, alhamdulillah, getting back to normality. The lockdown has started to ease. Financially, how is it impacting us? Business-wise, what do you see around you? I mean, what's the overall kind of people's mentality going back into business, the economic state? What do you think? How is it going? Just generally, let's have a chat.
Yeah, good thing is, Alam Bhai, it seems like we have survived.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
It seems like, কারণ লাস্ট আপনার ফেব্রুয়ারি মার্চ 20 থেকে শুরু করে এখন পর্যন্ত এই লম্বা সময় অনেক সেলফ এমপ্লয়েড তাদের দে ডোন্ট হ্যাভ জব এট অল।
Absolutely.
তারা বেরই হতে পারে না কাজের জন্য। এমপ্লয়েড অনেক বিজনেস বন্ধ, এমপ্লয়ীদের বেতন দিয়ে বিজনেস রান করা সম্ভব ছিল না। বাট থ্যাঙ্কস গুডনেস দ্য গভর্নমেন্ট সাপোর্ট, যে গভর্নমেন্ট সাপোর্ট যেটা এসেছে বোট ফর এমপ্লয়ীদের জন্য, ইস ফারলো স্কিম সাপোর্টেড মিলিয়ন্স অফ পিপল, আদারওয়াইজ দে উইল বি আউট অফ জব।
Absolutely, yes.
And then self-employedদের জন্য, self-employed we know already 3 grant আগে দেওয়া হয়েছে, 4th grant is running now. 4th grant already শুরু হয়ে গেছে, probably অনেকেই টেক্সট চলে আসছে অনেকের কাছে, and they can apply now. 4th grant start হয়েছে.
It's not just on that subject of the 4th grant. Not everybody is going to get the message at the same time. So some people have received the message. Some people
already received. এবং হয়তো এই নেক্সট মানডে থেকে আবার অনেকের কাছে মেসেজ আসবে গ্রান্টের জন্য। সো এই 4th গ্রান্টে একটু চেঞ্জ আসবে। ইটস নট লাইক বিফোর, প্রিভিয়াস যে 3টা গ্রান্ট যেটা দেওয়া হয়েছিল, দ্যাট ওয়াজ বেসড অন 2019 ট্যাক্স রিটার্ন। 2019-এ যে প্রফিট ছিল ট্যাক্স রিটার্নে, তার 80% দেওয়া হয়েছিল। বাট এই গ্রান্টে 2020 ট্যাক্স রিটার্ন এটাও আসবে কনসিডারেশনে। যারা 1920 ট্যাক্স রিটার্ন সাবমিট করেছেন তাদের এই হিসাবটাও ইট উইল বি বেসড অন 1920 মেইনলি। বাট যাদের 1920 ট্যাক্স রিটার্নে পুরা আসবে না, অ্যাভারেজ ইনকাম ক্যালকুলেশন করা যাবে না, তাদের জন্য দে উইল গো ব্যাক previous 4 year up to 2016-17, and then they will average it.
They will average.
Yeah, and then calculation ta hobe average profit er upore. Yeah, so it might be slightly different than before. What you have said, it can be more or it can be less this time.
Excellent. Okay. What about the business grants? Those businesses that are opening up again.
Business restart grant.
Restart grant, yeah.
Yeah, restart grant is already আমার মনে হয় যে এটা অনেকেই পেয়ে গেছেন অলরেডি। যারা নন এসেনশিয়াল বিজনেস ছিল তাদের জন্য 6,000, আর যারা রেস্টুরেন্ট, জিম, পাব, হসপিটালিটি ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে যারা ছিলেন তাদের জন্য আপ টু 18,000 গ্রান্ট। এটা কাউন্সিল থেকে এই গ্রান্টটা দেওয়া হয়েছে এবং এটা মোস্ট অফ দ্য বিজনেস যারা ওপেন করতে যাচ্ছেন তারা অলরেডি they should have received it by this time. Yeah.
Excellent.
নতুন যেটা আসছে is business recovery loan scheme.
Business recovery loan scheme,
yeah. এইটা 6th of April থেকে বিজনেস রিকভারি লোন স্কিম স্টার্ট হয়েছে। বিজনেসম্যান যারা কোভিডে এফেক্টেড এবং বিজনেস ওপেন করতে যাচ্ছেন কিন্তু দে ডোন্ট হ্যাভ এনাফ মানি নাও টু ওপেন ইট, দে ক্যান অ্যাপ্লাই ফর দিস লোন। এটা 80%, it will be 80% backed up by government, and 26 bank already sign up for this scheme.
Okay.
So any business can apply for this loan. It's between 25,000 to up to 10 million.
Do you think it's going to be, is it going to be the similar process as the bounce back loan? Is it going to be slightly easier
no,
maybe? Or
it will not be as easy as bounce back loan, because bounce back loan was 100% government granted.
Backed, yes.
Yeah, 100% government backed. এটা যেহেতু 80% government bank, 20% risk ব্যাংকের থেকে যায়, ব্যাংক উইল হ্যাভ 20% রিস্ক। সো যার জন্য আমার মনে হয় যে ব্যাংক এখানে কিছু পেপার ওয়ার্কস তারা চাবে, কিছু বিজনেসের ভায়াবিলিটি চেকটা আমার মনে হয় যে ব্যাংক একটু দেখবে, যেটা বাউন্স ব্যাক লোনে দেখা হয় না, কিন্তু এই লোনে হয়তো আপনার ই করতে হবে। অ্যান্ড অ্যানাদার worst thing is interest rate.
Right.
That can be up to 14.9%.
14.9%.
14.9%.
Whereas the bounce back loan was only
2.5%. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But government ministers are asking the banks to reduce the rate, to consider the rates as low as possible. Yeah. So, but it's kept at 14.9. It cannot be more than 14.9, but can be less.
14.9 is still
14.9. I will not advise any of my client to take a loan on 14.9% interest. No,
I mean 14.9% is
it will not
like
be
a
viable.
credit card interest. It's more like a credit card interest.
It's more like a credit card, but you know, when it comes to credit card, you have option to make the payment.
Yeah.
You know, as and when you have the cash flow, you can make the payment.
Yeah.
But
this one is going
for
to be
fixed term loan,
yeah,
it's only monthly installment you pay.
That's right.
So, you know, if the interest rate is too high, you will be end up paying, you know, a lot of interest than the capital sum. Not at this time, present time, I will not advise any of my client to take the loan if it's 14.9%.
Yeah.
But I will assume that, you know, it's not going to be 14.9%. The bank will offer cheaper, cheaper rate.
And did you say this has started on the 6th of April?
It has already started 6th of April. আপনারা দর্শক যারা আপনাদের দরকার মনে করেন, আপনারা এসেনশিয়াল ইস্যু আছেন যে না আরও কিছু গ্রান্ট না হলে আপনি বিজনেসটা ওপেন করতে পারতেছেন না, বা আরও কিছু লোন না হলে আপনি বিজনেসে ফিরে যেতে পারছেন না, এরকম সিচুয়েশন যদি থাকে তাহলে আপনাদের যে ব্যাংকের সাথে আপনার অ্যাকাউন্ট আছে সেই ব্যাংকের সাথে আপনি কথা বলতে পারেন এই লোনের ব্যাপারে। ইটস কল রিকভারি লোন স্কিম, বিজনেস রিকভারি লোন স্কিম।
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, the number to call is 0203 5151 764. If you do have any queries relating to any finance queries, please do get in touch with us, and we'll try our best to advise. What's happening with the property market? We know the stamp duty holiday is coming to an end.
Stamp duty holiday is coming to an end on 30th of June.
Yeah.
এটা সেকেন্ড টাইম এক্সটেনশন করা হয়েছে
Extension হয়েছে,
30th
হ্যাঁ।
of June পর্যন্ত
হুম,
still lot of people in the market
হুম,
in buy to let market they are trying to buy the property
হুম,
and as I said in last program I made a terminology I used a terminology the artificial booming
yes, yes,
the property price
yeah,
is an artificial boom.
yes,
Well, you asked me this question, what is artificial boom? What does that mean, the artificial boom?
yeah,
Artificial boom is, যেহেতু স্ট্যাম্প ডিউটি কাট করা হয়েছে এই জন্য দেখা যাচ্ছে যে প্রপার্টি প্রাইস has gone up significantly.
হুম,
Yeah? It's gone up even up to 10%.
yeah,
Some of the area
হুম,
is gone up to 10%.
হুম,
But funny thing is, bank is not recognizing that demand because it's not a nationwide demand.
That's right.
It's not happening in whole country.
well, like you said, it's an artificial boom, and I think what's happened is, if I add to that, it's an artificial catalyst that has created this artificial boom. So তার জন্য আসলে the way you're saying bank is not recognizing.
Well, that's what our mortgage brokers they are saying. When the clients apply for the loan and they go for valuation,
Hmm,
bank is doing very very conservative valuation.
yeah,
কারণ the valuers they predict the market may not remain at this level.
hmm,
But there's a lot of demand because of the stamp duty. But what will happen when it's not there?
So do you think this is the potential of the banks realizing that maybe there will be a drop as soon as the holiday, the tax holiday is over?
Yeah, that's why it's very difficult to predict. The bank is being very cautious. Being very cautious about it, and যেহেতু তারা যখন bank the valuation করতেছে is coming under the offer price. Whatever you offer for property, because of the market price is set like that, and when you submit the mortgage application and দেখা যায় যে valuation কম চলে আসে. So there's lot of cases happening like that, but still a lot of people are buying properties, because last 3 or 4 months, I was in my practice, I was too busy filling in the accounting certificate, accountant certificate, cash forecast, accounts forecast. SA 302.
Yeah.
It seems like every client is trying to buy a property.
They're doing that's absolutely yeah, that's right. I had the similar situation mid last year where I had an influx of all my clients looking to buy.
And another difficulty was, everybody needs their accounts now.
Yeah, that's right. Arif bhai, let's go. We've got a caller on the line. Let's take a call quickly and we'll go for a short break, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, caller.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you, brother?
Caller, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. Ji bhaiya, apne khoi theki phone korchen bhaiya?
Ji, ami London te horchi. My name is Ahmed.
Ahmed bhaiya, thank you very much for joining us. What's your question, bhaiya?
A quick question on tuition fees.
Okay.
I just wanted to know, is tuition fee treated as taxable income? Does it affect your tax allowance?
Okay.
And just one more thing.
Sure.
If you have any property, if you sell your property in any time and you have tuition fee outstanding, do you have to pay off the tuition fee?
Can you explain the tuition fee a little bit more? What types of tuition fees we talking?
Like university tuition fee, maintenance loan. If someone takes out maintenance loan.
The student loan.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Student loan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Student loan. Yeah. The question was: is it a taxable income? No.
Yeah.
The answer is no. It's not. It's a loan. It's not an income.
So if someone has a property and they sell the property, do they have to pay off the loan?
No. The student loan is only relevant when you earn a certain amount of money. You know, it depends on
19,000. I think it's 19,000.
Yeah, it depends on which type A or type B.
Yeah.
You know, so there is a certain amount of income you have to earn every year. If you earn more than that, then you will only start paying.
So what about if you're self-employed? You do a tax return every year, self-assessment?
Yeah, if you are self-employed, you submit your self-assessment return, and if on the self-assessment return, if your income, it could be your total income, like income from your self-employment work plus your property let. When you rent out the property, you get an income. So if that total income goes, say, more than 21,000, and you are on type A loan, then you will start paying.
But you don't have to pay on capital gains. So the brother is asking, when you sell the property, there'll be obviously capital gains.
No, it's only applicable on your regular income.
Regular income. Yeah. Hope that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you very much for calling in, and I hope that's helped you and answered the question, inshallah. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got another caller on the line. Assalamu alaikum, caller. Caller, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. জি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ ভাইয়া। আপনারা ভালো আছেননি?
জি।
আপনি কই থেকে ফোন করছেন ভাইয়া?
যে 5% ডিপোজিট দিয়া গড় কিনার একটা কতটুকু টাইম আছে? কিন্তু সাইজ দিন একটা ডেডলাইন আছে না?
জি। ওকে, আমরা এটার উত্তর দিলাম ভাই। আর কোনো প্রশ্ন আছে নি ভাইয়া?
জি, আর একটা প্রশ্ন যে আপনার ফালোর পয়সা, সেলফ এমপ্লয়েড ফালোর পয়সা যে আপনার তো 60টা জিও পাওয়া গেছে, আগামীতে আর কয়টা মোটামুটি আর আছে না ওটা লাস্ট পেমেন্ট?
সেলফ এমপ্লয়েড গ্রান্ট একটা পাইছো না কিতা?
জি।
ওকে ভাইয়া, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। আপনি যে প্রশ্ন করছেন, ফোন করছেন, আর আছে নি হোক আপনি, অসুবিধা নাই।
5% ডিপোজিট দিয়ে একটা মানে নিউ হাউস কিনা নিনা, মানে ওল্ড হাউসও কিনা যাইব।
ওকে, আমরা এটার উপরে আলোচনা করব না ইনশাআল্লাহ। Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you. Walaikum assalam. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go for a quick short break, and then after the break, we will answer these questions for you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Money Matters show, where we talk about accountancy, taxation, finance, and frankly, all things money matters. If you do have any questions, ladies and gentlemen, the number to call is 0203 5151 764. We are taking all questions for anything relating to finance, whether it's relating to the pandemic or even outside the pandemic. We're more than happy to take your questions. 0203 5151 764. Just before we went for the break, the brother that called in asked about two questions, two points. One of them was he's received the self-employment grant. He is on the currently the fourth grant, and he's asked whether there's going to be an extension on that. Is there going to be further grants that are going to be available? Nothing has been made clear yet by the government, by the Chancellor, but we do believe there should be something at least up until the end of September. Like with furlough scheme has been extended up to the end of September, but the furlough scheme has been, although it's been extended to the end of September, July, August, September is going to be slightly different. So it's not going to be exactly 80% like everybody's been receiving up until now. It will be 70% and 60% in August and September. So potentially in that period, the self-employed grant that might be available will also be something similarly in that percentage. So it won't be the 80% that we've been receiving. It will be slightly less, presumably. But ehono mani eta clarify hoy nai. Ekhano eta Chancellor ehono kisu mani etar upre ehono kisu bole nai. But we were hoping and we were estimating that this is what will happen, just like the furlough scheme is up until September. The second question the brother asked was regarding the 5% mortgage scheme that the government has announced. They announced back in March regarding the loan, the government-backed loan that they will provide for. Is it going to be only for first-time buyers, Arif Bhai, or is it for everybody?
No, it is for the first-time
for
buyer.
First-time buyers.
Mortgage for the first-time buyers.
First-time buyers. I'm actually, for myself even, I'm looking at when it potentially will end. Actually, এরকম কিছু এখন আমি পাই নাই যে when this scheme will end. So when we get more information about this, inshallah, we will advise.
Yeah, scheme just started.
শুরু হয়েছে, হ্যাঁ.
And it's still ongoing.
Yeah.
But yes, as we said rightly, we don't know, if there is any end date.
Deadline yet.
End deadline.
I think this scheme potentially will go on for some time, especially after the when the stamp duty holiday ends. I think this is a scheme that will potentially continue the property market growth. So it's probably going to continue for some time. But as soon as we know, we will let the viewers know, inshallah. We've got another caller on the line. Let's take another call, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, caller. Caller, assalamu alaikum. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Caller, can you hear us?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam. Ji bhaiya, apne khoi theke phone korchen bhaiya?
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam. Can you hear us bhaiya?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I want a quick question.
Ji, bolen bhaiya.
It's a quick question
Ji.
on investment matter.
Okay.
Premium loan investment.
Okay.
Premium loan investment.
Ji. We can hear you bhaiya, আমরা শুনতে পারছি, আপনি বলেন. If you can turn off your TV volume or maybe move away from the living room and you can just talk to us, inshallah. Can you hear us, bhaiya? No, I think we've lost it. We've lost the call. Do we have any other calls on the line? No. Okay. Let's try to help this brother. Maybe he was talking about premium bond investments. I think, well, to be honest with you,
we don't know the.
we don't know the we
question.
wouldn't know the question
Sorry.
to help.
We can ask brother to call back again.
Please, yes. If you would like to give us a call back again, the number to call is 0203 5151 764. But আপনারা যে সময় ফোন করেন, প্লিজ আপনারা টেলিভিশনের ভলিউম একেবারে কমাইয়া অথবা সিটিং রুম লিভিং রুম থেকে আপনারা যদি বাড়িয়ে আইন, then it is better for us আর আসলে কমিউনিকেশনও কোনো প্রবলেম হইতো না বাদে। So please do give us a call back inshallah ভাইয়া, আমরা more than happy to help. In fact, it sounded like something quite interesting and I was excited to hear the question. So please do call us back inshallah. Okay, so just going back to what we were discussing, Arif bhai, the property market essentially, we're hoping there will be some decline. I think the banks are looking at this. But going back to this, these government-backed loans, the mortgages that are available, essentially, just the outline of the mortgage: 5% deposit. You come out with 5% yourself. Government gives 20%, I believe.
No, that is for first time buyer.
First time buyers.
We already had different schemes like help to buy, or share ownership. Those scheme was running
Already there, yes.
Recently, the government policy says if a first time buyer have only 5% deposit, and he wants to buy a property, because recently দেখা গেছে যে some banks they don't do 5% deposit mortgage. There's not many product available. কিছু প্রোডাক্ট ছিল 5% ডিপোজিটেও করা যেত, মর্গেজ করা যেত, কিন্তু most of the bank will not do 5%. Might be they will ask for 10%, minimum 10% deposit or something. So what the government is saying now, okay, if somebody have 5% deposit, let them buy the home, and then if property market goes down, say property market price drop 10%, then what will happen? Bank is losing 5%. Bank is already 5% negative. Yeah. So to cover that, government is giving assurance to the bank that if that is the situation, then we will cover the loss.
We'll cover the okay. Okay.
The bank will cover the loss.
The bank will cover any potential decline in the
so
equity.
That's the main.
Okay, and to be eligible to fall under this criteria, is it just first-time buyers, or is it going to be available for everybody?
Not for everybody.
Not for everybody.
First-time buyers.
So it's what it is. I remember the Chancellor mentioning this. It is moving the people from the rental market to the ownership market. So it's moving people away from being in rental accommodation to being able to purchase their own property. Actually, the middle class, the working class, it's tough for them to jump on the property ladder.
Get into the property
so
ladder.
This is a good scheme.
Particularly in London, because London, house prices is, as we know, that it does not, for some reason, it doesn't match with people's earning.
Yes, exactly.
So that's another issue. I sometimes ask myself, okay, if somebody earns say £50,000 yearly, and he wants to buy a property, the maximum mortgage probably he can get is 250,000. And then if he even have a deposit of 50,000, so he can only buy something for 300,000.
Yeah.
Now the question is, how many people in UK earn a 50,000 pound plus salary?
That's the first
Do you know?
question. It's
You
not.
know
It's not
what's the statistics says?
what's the
Well, a couple of years ago I looked into the statistics,
yeah.
and it shows that only 10% population of this country earn a 50,000 plus salary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if that is the case, the only 10% people in this country earn 50,000 plus salary, then they can only buy a house for 300,000. But where is the house in
Which
London
house is? Yeah, exactly. So
that you can buy for 300,000?
So even those that are earning 50,000, which is a very small amount of people,
Yeah.
even then,
Mhm.
£300,000 property
Yeah.
in London is maybe a two-bedroom.
And then you can say, okay, is husband and wife income,
Yeah.
two-person income. So you add your wife's income,
Mm.
but then you are not going to get 5 times of your earning, total earning. The
Mm.
bank will only give you 3.75 or up to 4% of your earning.
Mm.
So if you even add, say, your wife on 30,000, you earn 50,000. So even with the 80,000,
Yeah.
and 4 times of that, 80,000, is 320,000.
Yeah.
That's the loan you can get.
That's the max you can get.
Yeah, but where is the property in London that you can buy for 320,000?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Well, this
So
is it.
even a family, if they earn 80,000 pound, husband 50,000, wife 30,000,
Mm.
still they can get only a mortgage for 320,000.
Mm.
Then the question is, where this demand is coming from?
Yeah.
Who is buying the properties?
Well, this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is what you mentioned earlier. The artificial
is
boom.
the investors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
particularly in the London market is actually the buy-to-let investors.
Mm.
They are the demand is coming from them, and also the foreign investors.
Mm.
Not only the investor from this country, also the foreign investors are coming,
Mm.
and because of that, the property price is going up and up. But it's a problem for actually the first-time buyer, who wants to
Go
buy.
into the
Who
market.
want to go into the property ladder.
Mm.
So that's why the government open up, different schemes like, help to buy
I mean,
scheme or share ownership scheme.
The other thing is, in the last, say, 10 years, everywhere you see, every empty plot of land has a building development going on. There's big sites where used to be retail units, and these retail units have been knocked down and flats have gone up. And, in the last kind of, I'd say, 10 to 15 years, there's been, an influx of these property developments.
Yes. If you notice that, some of the property developers, when they built up the flats, the previous scheme was, they built up from first floor to onwards as flat, and they always keep ground floor as commercial, as commercial. But it seems like that the demand for the commercial property is falling. There's a lot of empty offices. If you see, the first floor of maximum building, which is used as office space, but there's not a big demand for big offices, because you see the things are changing now. Everything going virtually.
That's right, absolutely.
Yeah, people are working online.
Online,
A
absolutely.
laptop is fine.
Anywhere.
All
from
they need
anywhere
is a
they
desk.
Could be working.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the things are changing. So that's why there's no demand for the commercial units. So now they are changing that to residential. Yeah, and the government is giving the permission for them to convert it to residential now. The commercial unit you can turn into residential. And lot of new build. The government is building lot of flats as well. So.
Excellent. We're just coming to the end of the show, and I just want to mention, obviously, we are in the blessed month of Ramadan, and we are hoping next week, inshallah, we are going to bring a guest onto the show, and we will be discussing the zakat calculation and potentially paying zakat on business assets. And this is one of the things that we always usually forget. I mean, we calculate the zakat on the assets that we have, the gold and the cash value, etc. But what about for businesses, those that are business owners? What about the actual zakat value on the businesses? So those will be those questions that you will have for the Sheikh. He will be able to answer those questions. So please do tune in next week with all your zakat questions, and inshallah we will be able to answer those questions for you, especially in this blessed month of Ramadan. Arif Bhai, once again, I just want to thank you, and I wanted to do this on live. I wanted to thank you for the last few weeks that I have been away, and you have very well looked after the audience with the Money Matters show. So I really appreciate it, and I thank you very much. With all of my heart.
You're welcome. I tried my best to
very
keep our viewers, engage our viewers on my own.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah, that was good program.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Excellent.
But the good thing is you are back.
Alhamdulillah. Yes. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. I'm very happy to be back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us, and inshallah we will be back again next week on Sunday at 4 p.m. We will continue to do the show on the weekend while we are in the blessed month of Ramadan, inshallah. Please do tune in next week, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.